A lot of people on the channel like to ask me, is Willpower still a good mastery? Should I bother investing the points? You know, it's only 0.7% health per second per debuff when maxed. What good is that? Well, today's video, hopefully, is going to show you how powerful Willpower is when you have an absolutely stacked Alliance 4 Defender. So this is one of the mini-boss nodes on the right-hand side. It is a Juggernaut that is rank 3 and level 55, so it could possibly be, actually, I don't know if it's actually rank 3, level 45, sorry. So this guy can get a lot more beefy, potentially. And the amount that Willpower does when I'm fighting this guy is ridiculous. I go up to this node and I'm feeling pretty confident, right? Usually on this node I just absolutely roll through whatever is on it with my Scarlet Witch, because this is one of the mini boss nodes where you can actually stun the enemy, and usually when you kind of stun on the Scarlet Witch you go into a pretty crazy combo. Now, we got a few problems with the matchup here versus Juggernaut. So, first off, he has so much health. He has about 120,000 health. Pretty ridiculous. The second is whenever he uses a special, which I do need to bait because the third one is active, he gains Unstoppable, which then means I need to bait it for a little bit more time, allowing my debuffs to, again, tick over and heal more. Again, I didn't play perfectly in this fight by any long shot. I actually played pretty bad because I was quite intimidated and scared by this guy. And also, you know, he wasn't going down much health-wise at all. So yeah, this isn't probably the best example of gameplay, but what you're going to see here is when I get like one debuff on him, it usually heals for about 300 every second. And I think this guy actually might only have 1 point in Willpower, which scares me quite a bit. But also, with Scarlet Witch, when her debuffs are expiring, it seems this guy also has Mystic Dispersion, so the Juggernaut is gaining power whenever a debuff of mine expires. And you'll see that now when, as soon as my crit expires, it jumps up a little bit. I don't think he's got 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion. I think he's only got like 2 or 3 points. But it just shows you the potential craziness for a 5-star Juggernaut. You know, if you're in one of those top tier alliances and you have to fight an absolutely stacked what is it, rank 4, level 55 Juggernaut, I feel so sorry for you. Like, this one was hard enough for me. As you can see, I've been slugging along. It's been like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and I'm still hanging on by a thread, but I have made a lot of mistakes when it's come to getting hit, and maybe not playing as aggressively as I should have. But then again, there is a lot of stuff that you need to kind of keep tabs on when you're fighting a Juggernaut, and the first is, you know, his power. You need to bait and be ready to use those specials. You also need to be aware of the buffs that you have, because you don't want, you know, 3 or 4 of them to expire and potentially push him to a level 3. So it was a little bit of a tricky scenario here. I see I've only got a few seconds on the clock, so I'm just trying to get in as much damage as I can, but he uses a level 3 and absolutely stomps me. So that was pretty crazy. Got so much healing from Willpower there, and Willpower was a real MVP. So for the next attempt, what I'm thinking is he's doing quite a lot of healing, so let's try and use that healing against him. And I'm like, well, let's try it with the guillotine. It looks, he's pretty much dead. He's only got 35,000 health. How hard could it be, right, lads? It's going to be an absolute face roll. I was pretty wrong. I did not expect that I could not out-damage the bleed. Again, you'll see the bleed, when I have 1 stack, it's dealing like 400 per second, but if I can get like multiple, like 3 or 4 with the Despair Mastery, that is, you know, reducing the amount that he's getting healed by. God bless Despair. But again, it's really difficult to play aggressively against the Juggernaut, because he's always pushing you back with his unstoppable buffs and various specials and animations. Again, just a reason why this character is so much better than Unstoppable Colossus, in my opinion, is just his animations and abilities are constantly being aggressive. They're pushing you back, instead of Unstoppable Colossuses, which are really easy to bait. You know, it's either just his little spinny twister or his kick, which doesn't really go very far. But with Unstoppable Colossuses, you know, he's doing the ground pound, or they kind of like charge forward, and you just have to get back like quite a bit or you're going to get hit. So again, tried to fire off a level 2, but we hadn't done enough damage to the Juggernaut, so I didn't have those 2 stacks of the Soul Harvest, so couldn't get the healing reversal, which kind of sucked. And at this point, I'm, you know, not really dealing enough damage to actually kill this champion. Look how much he's healing in comparison to like the bleed tick. and my usual hits now that I don't have any Soul Harvest. It's just not going well, guys. It is not going well. He seems to be gaining health, so I'm like, you know what? We're probably going to have to throw in the towel here, boys. Let's get in a few more hits, maybe another level 1, and then we're going to have to, like, quit the match and come back with Captain America, and then just not use any debuffs. So, yeah, we just did that now. So we're going in the final round. I'm a little bit surprised at this point, / tilted, because like that it's been crazy. This is honestly one of the most difficult mini bosses that I've ever come across. But I wanted to kind of make this video to showcase how insane a really stacked Juggernaut can be. So we're the Captain America now, the boss, and you know, guys, I'm a little bit tilted, right? There are going to be some mistakes made in this video, and there will be lessons learned from those mistakes. So we're being on the Juggernaut now. It's going pretty well. We're not getting too much healing, only an occasional bit on the stun, which again is reduced by masteries, so that ain't too bad. But to be honest, every time we stun him, you know, he's still healing for like 1,000, which is quite a lot, but you know, we can out damage that. Now, I've made a lot of mistakes already in this fight, guys. You see I got comboed into Oblivion and then attacked at some like really bad times. So just need to play like a champion, get one more parry, and there we go. Last round of combo. And when we came to this node, you know, my team was looking in pretty great shape. You know, I'd been through all the other nodes and everything was fine. But we got wrecked. Like, I left with Captain America on like 1,000 health. Partly due to my mistakes, but Juggernaut is a boss. Thanks for watching, guys, and have an absolutely fantastic day.